It's dark outside tonight. It's a 4th of July night. Well, July 3rd, but they still cracking. Like it's tomorrow already. I'm just out here having a little fun with my family. But you remember just a while ago, the Merle invasion was here. The Merles were everywhere. Everybody had to have a Merle. They still do. You know what I mean? The Merle invasion was here. The Merle invasion had took over. I mean, when you look on certain channels that breed Chihuahua dogs, they started breeding their Chihuahua dogs Merle. Even the Chihuahua dogs are starting to be bred Merle. When you look on certain channels and you see, let me see, like a lot of these people are starting to steal that color from the Dachshund too. The Dachshund, what I'm saying, really is a Harlequin dog. I mean, the Harlequin looks like the Merle, but during your studies, they're two different, unique colors. The dogs that you see right in front of your face, remember the invasion? Remember that Merle invasion when it just took over? It had just took over everything. Everybody had to have a Merle dog. Well, now it's another invasion. You know what I mean? It's this fluffy invasion. Everybody wants a fluffy dog. But the cool part about wanting a fluffy dog is you could create that dog yourself. Like a lot of dogs were kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, for people to create. Like I said, a lot of you people, excuse me, I got hiccups. But a lot of people were unable to get their hands on certain kinds of dogs, And when it came to the fluffy, you know what I'm saying, anybody can get their hands on the fluffy because, I mean, damn, in every single neighborhood, in every single region, you're going to find a Pomeranian. In every single neighborhood, in every single region, you're going to find a Pekingese. In every single neighborhood, in every single region. This we know to be true already. You're going to find these dogs. So when it comes to the invasion of the fluffy, I don't even believe that's an invasion. I truly believe that this completely right here is just guys breeding crossbred dogs. Now, some dogs you can take and breed to a Frenchie and you might be making a nice dog. But when you just sitting here breeding a Pomeranian, and we all clearly know that this is a Pomeranian dog, when you just clearly just sitting here breeding a Pomeranian, then that needs to be spoken on. When you just clearly just sitting here breeding a Pekingese, and some of them are doing Pekingese to Pomeranian breedings, like this is supposed to make a big difference. I mean, yeah, this is what's really going down, because it's all about color. So however you can produce another color or a different look right about now is what's going on. They're not worried anything about infections, diseases, inflammation from the brachiocephalic dogs you're breeding. They're not worried about none of that. The shortness, the stubbiness of their feet, are their legs, where it look like they are midgets now, little baby dwarfs, and everyone thinks the smaller, the better. You're even willing to pay more money for a dog. You can damn near go to the pound and get a Pomeranian and and a Pekingese, you know what I'm saying, right out the pound, and take them to your house and breed them. And you paying top quality money for two dogs you can clearly go to the dog pound and go get and take them to your house and breed them. it's just so easy to create a fad. But some of these fads that you create are death fads. You know, fads that actually might kill one of the dogs because, you know, of how you're breeding it. You know what I'm saying? They might not develop good lungs. They might not develop nice nostrils. They might all the puppies when they come out might have adenoids. Might have to have, you know, these man, it's just things that you have to look into about these dogs. You breeding them to their faces is just really just pushed in so brachiocephalic that they can't breathe. All this is for a color. All this is for a structure to get the dog to be smaller. That's what this all is for. This is for money. These are dogs that will never ever grace the floor of the American Kennel Club. These are people who don't even give a damn if they do or don't. And like I said, sometimes you might see a crossbred dog, me myself personally, and the dog be cute. It's a nice looking dog. But you yourself and anybody else know that's a crossbred dog. And these people that selling these dogs is starting to sell these dogs under the pretenses of full-blooded dogs. Come on, man. The dog ain't full-blooded. You got people out here right now that clearly think you can take two different breeds of dogs, breed them one time, get a litter of puppies from that breeding, and that's a whole finalized breed. It's just final. This is a new breed. They give the dog the name Little Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. This is that peanut butter cup blood. And the next thing you know what I mean? Here you got peanut butter cup blood going around, and he finna go over here and breed to somebody else who just created a dog. You see a person who just took a Pomeranian to a Pekingese on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side over here, this dude just took a pug to a Boston Terrier. And then they finna take them puppies, the pug Boston Terrier crosses, to the Pekingese Pomeranian crosses. They're gonna cross them up. Now here come your fluffies. And idiots, like real idiots. But I can't say they idiots. I'ma just say they people with a lot of money in their pocket. Because only a person with a lot of money in his pocket is willing to throw his money away. Only a person who can afford to throw this money away will buy these dogs. So we can't call them idiots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, pardon my French for even calling you an idiot. How you gonna be an idiot because you're able to afford a dog that somebody sold you and told you that this dog was full-blooded? And you even knew as a grown person that you could have looked on the American Kennel Club yourself and seen if this dog was full-blooded. But you didn't want to because you had money on your mind as soon as you bought that dog. So what you did was you bought that dog so you could take it and go cross it up and get some money yourself. And it keeps on going on and on and on and on with these dogs. At first we had the Merle invasion. The Merle invasion was real. Then now you got the Fluffy invasion. And I don't even believe this is an invasion, because when it comes to that Fluffy dog, you can just go on and scratch him off the list. Man, come on, man. We've been breeding mutts all our whole life, and most of them look like Fluffies. And then when somebody bought them around, you had the audacity to call them pound puppies. Shelter dogs. Now you want $60,000 for that shelter dog. Now you want $50,000 for that pound puppy. I mean, damn. Y'all can't make up your minds, man. You know, whatever fits you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you can make money off of and it fits you, that's what you go with. That's what you go with. You don't care how sick these dogs get no more. I mean, you will never hear people talking about the health of a dog because they don't care how sick these dogs get. The onlyest thing you gonna see is, you know, a lot of folks glorifying the dog that they're with. That's all you're gonna see is a lot of folks glorifying that dog. And I like dogs. I'm glad that you glorifying your dog. I'm glad. I want to see you glorify a dog. I want to see you love a dog. You know what I'm saying? I despise people who really don't like dogs. I don't like you, to be truthful. Yeah, because dogs done save people. Dogs done a lot for people. But right now, we ain't on that topic. We on the topic of, you remember the the Merle invasion? Well, now we in a Fluffy invasion, and this ain't no invasion. Yeah, this clearly ain't no invasion. This is nothing. Nighttime, y'all. We out here in the middle of the mountains. Me and my buddies. And everybody having a blast. Happy 4th of July, people. Today is July 3rd. It's not July 4th, but happy 4th of July. We doing this again and again and again. God blessing us, you know what I'm saying, to see another day. God blessing us. He constantly blessing us. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. You got to really start letting people know about some of the health signs that go on with these dogs. What happens with these dogs? A lot of you people who are breeding these Fluffies and these Merles and these Merle Fluffies, what genetics do they have that are threatening genetics, that are, you know what I'm saying, signs of death that you would want to tell people about, besides all of us knowing if you breed two Merles together, you're subject to get deaf dogs, you're subject to get blind dogs. We know this. We know this. Go ahead then. Go ahead. Don't hit a car though, family. Please don't hit a car. Boy, they get off that drink. Boy, they get to tearing it up. Yeah, what traits though? Because when you double breed those Merles, Merle to Merle, yeah, you looking at something ugly, man. Coming from that. You looking at something ugly. Coming from that. You know what I mean? When you double breed Merle to Merle, you looking at some deaf traits coming out. You looking at some blindness. You know? You could be looking at some cleft palates. You could be looking at all kinds of things. Oh, we're gonna talk about some dogs. Tonight is gonna be a lovely night. You know what I'm saying? We all out here and we up. Y'all don't never want to tell the truth about what can happen to the dogs. We want to know what can happen to the dogs. Well, I'm gonna tell you, some of those dogs, they do go deaf. They do go blind. They do be having like aches and pains in their bones. They do be having this. People might not tell you this, but they do be having aches and pains in their bones. Some of these dogs that y'all breed that are too small, they ache and they pain. But you will never say nothing about that because, you know, first and foremost, you don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? Second of all, you probably don't even care. If you care, you could tell us right now what type of medication you use for it. You know what I'm saying? These are things, man. These are things that everybody would like to know. When you sit here and breed dogs like that, when you sit here and mess up dogs and you don't want to tell us the outcome of what happened in those breeds. All the dogs, all the puppies that came out, they were nice looking. Not all of them. Not all of them. One of them was a throwback, I know. Come on now. You gonna tell me you had 6 little ugly dogs by a Harlequin Dachshund bred to a Chihuahua, and y'all took that puppy and crossed it up to a lilac Pomeranian, because y'all done turned the dogs all colors, and you gonna sit here and say they don't have no deaf problems, no defects or nothing? That's a lie. That's a lie. They do have problems. You just don't want to speak on them until you get caught. You just don't want to speak on them until you get caught. That's when you want to speak on them. That's when you want to speak on them, when you get caught. But if you don't get caught, you won't speak. You won't say nothing. It's time for real dog people to start talking about how these dogs may feel. Just because you see this guy snatching this dog up and off the table and keep throwing him down on the table, choking the hell out of him with a little chain. You can see his tongue hanging out his mouth. And they really advertising this dog for $100 grand. All they care about is grabbing his little dick and just making him squirt some semen. That's it. Some of them have to spend their time in cages because if you let them out, another cat might eat them up. If you let him out, a bird might fly away with him or come poke his little eyes out because he ain't gonna fight back. And if somebody talk about him, then y'all get very, very upset. But how you think a person feel when you breed them dogs and they get very, very sick? And then we come to you and we tell you that that's very, very screwed up and you still don't listen. You know what I'm saying? You put a picture up on the internet, $50K behind the dog. Nice poster behind the dog. $50K for this dog. That dog ain't worth $50K, and the person that owned the dog don't even got $50K. Nope, don't even got $50K. And it's just crazy, man, because we gotta speak on these dogs. If you call yourself somebody that love a dog, then speak on that dog and don't be feeling bad if somebody start to clown you or start to hate you because you don't like a dog that's 9 inches. You don't like a dog that's 4.5 inches. You don't feel like dogs should be bred that small. Don't feel bad if people start to hate you. They're gonna hate you anyway. They hated Jesus. Why wouldn't they hate you? Feel me? And that's just facts. Sometimes we just want to know what is the meaning behind the breeding of the small dogs. What is the meaning behind the breeding of the making of the fluffy dog? Why would you even want to make it? What's the meaning of making a dog? Money. Money. That's the meaning behind that fluffy dog. Money. You want some money, so you making another screwed up dog because you couldn't fuck with G.I.G. Nah, you couldn't compete to G.I.G. You couldn't make a dog better than G.I.G. So you had to go find a different dog to fuck up. You couldn't make a dog like Miyagi. No, you couldn't do that. So you had to go fuck up some other kind of dogs to try to compete to Miyagi. You probably couldn't compete to Bull Sachi. Nope, you couldn't compete to having a little 4 or 5 inch dog, chest on the ground, barely got any feet, look like he doing the centipede every time he move, but he making racks though. And you couldn't compete to him, so you went and got you a fluffy. You went and stuck a Pomeranian to a fucking goddamn French Bulldog just to see what you get, because we're going to fuck up G.I.G. We're going to go way over G.I.G. head. Yeah, they ain't fucking with this fluffy. Oh, man, I know the game. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the dope game. You know what I'm saying? If you want to cut the next person out, because he over here, you know what I'm saying? He's selling some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you need some good stuff in order to compete with him. Well, you got to go get some good stuff, and you got to sell it for a lower price in order to compete with him, or you got to get something that's just way better. This is what the dog game then turned into. You have to compete with something way better in order to make that money. Other than that, you ain't gonna make that money. You can't fuck with who is the new dogs out here? We got a lot of new dogs out here, man. You know what I'm saying, that I've been seeing. They pretty dogs, but you know, they just dogs that make somebody want to go in their backyard and breed something new. That's all they really are. They ain't, you know, people don't want to go and get a puppy from him and make that one dog a breed. Hell no. You want to compete against that one dog. Soon as you see Muscle Tone's Nemesis, oh, fuck no, we got to compete with Nemesis. You know what I'm saying? We got to compete with him. Any dog that you see, you got to compete to it instead of trying to breed with it and make it a line. Nah, we got to compete to it. We got to compete to that shit. Now you got micro Frenchies. Come on, man. You got a micro Frenchie. The world don't have that shit. The Frenchie, he wasn't coming micro. What'd you do to the dog to get it micro? How many times you breed it to a Chihuahua? How many people gonna sit here and you know what? A lot of y'all probably getting them fluffies from that Applehead Chihuahua too. Oh yeah, man. You got to really start thinking when you start thinking about these dogs, about where people may be getting these dogs from. And then you just throw it out there so everybody don't be a fucking idiot. You don't want everybody to be an idiot. Then you're going to have a whole lot of dogs that don't exist and you know what I mean? You motherfuckers out here making them exist. Dogs with 3 legs, but he a fluffy. Dog ain't even got no eyes, but he a Merle. He a Merle though, ain't got no eyes, but he still Merle. You can still breed him, you know what I'm saying? Even though he can't see. You can still breed him even though he can't hear. He double bred Merle. Can't wait till one of these fluffies pop out with one of the high-end names. Oh my gosh. Now everybody got to go get this high-end motherfucking Pomeranian. The motherfucker gotta go get this high-end Shih Tzu. You finna go get this high-end Shih Tzu when you could have went straight to the dog pound and got a Shih Tzu. And bred your own Shih Tzu to a French Bulldog. Or bred your own Shih Tzu to a Pomeranian. To a goddamn Boston Terrier. It ain't no takeover. It's just a bunch of people crossbreeding up dogs. And if you don't like them, you get them motherfuckers away. And if you do like them, then you put that bitch up for sale. Shit. See, I done got all uptight. I need to calm down on that because I was starting to cuss and everything. I wasn't even cussing at first. You know what I'm saying? It's real. This is what y'all do to dogs, man. Face the bully. You know? And I just like to talk about them. Speak on them. You know what I'm saying? I just like to speak on them. I just like to speak on them because to me, some of the things is really ridiculous. To see how you tearing up a dog like that. Some of the things is just really ridiculous. You sat there and bred that Chihuahua to that damn Boston Terrier like that. And then you took that puppy and bred it to some type of Harlequin dog. You know the miniature pinscher is Harlequin too. You can come across a miniature pinscher that's Harlequin. They don't kick them out in all litters, but they do have a Harlequin miniature pinscher. Yeah, they do. So some of y'all ain't got no Merles. You do not have Merles. You have Harlequins. You still ain't telling the truth on that shit. And ain't none of these dogs on your paperwork. You ain't got no other dog, no other breed of dog on your paperwork. All your dogs on the paperwork are bull-bred dogs. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And some of them even have the AKC moniker behind them. And I just heard man, you know, it's just crazy. You know, even the ABKC is accepting fluffies. Well, they accept everything else. Boom. It's going down. They cracking out here. I might have to stop right here for a minute, go get some things done, and come right back and get right back on you. Talking about these Frenchies, these fluffies, these Merles, these Harlequins, these brachiocephalic dogs, all of them that are not bully. And just like I said, no one who has an American bully should feel offended by the dogs that you see. Those dogs are not bully, and you know it. You don't have to feel offended if they say, this is an American bully. We know that ain't no bully. You know that ain't no bully. He ain't gonna walk in no bully show ring. His owner can call him what he want to, but he's never gonna walk in a bully show ring unless he's in a fun show. You know what I'm saying? He's never gonna walk in a bully show ring. Okay? So don't worry about the American bully and people trying to taint the name. Nah, just keep breeding the bully, because these people are breeding what they want to breed, and it's a whole mutt. And they don't give a shit if you like it, as long as they can make some money off of it. And that's real, man. Right here on Face the Bully.